Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be testing out the number 1 safe switch in the Holiday Cup, which is Zangoose. Also, I'm pairing it up with Flame in the lead and also Frostlass in the back, so I have two really good safe switches and also a really good lead. According to PvPoke, this team has very good safety, however it doesn't really have much bulk. Safety basically means even if you are in a disadvantaged situation, but because of your team lineup and your choice of your Pokemon, you do have a easy opportunity to get out of that situation and flip the matchup. So let's get into the battles. This is definitely a good lead. So the opponent switched out immediately, and because they switched out to a Wigglytuff, it pretty much means they only have one counter to my Talonflame, or they don't have any counters at all. So I decided to stay in and keep farming. Here I have already buffed my attack, and also I'm pretty sure the other don't have counters, or they have only one, so I decided to use a shield. Usually I don't like using shield before the opponents use a shield. That's just a playstyle thing. Now, because the opponent is using a ground type, a Unova Stunfisk, my Frostlass can really shine here. The opponent switched back to their Skarmory, which is not necessarily the best situation for them, as you can see there. Frostlass has access to Powder Snow and Avalanche, which is a devastating move combination. It can deal a lot of damage when the opponent don't have resistance. Now I switched back to my Talonflame, believing they are not going to get to another charged move, so I didn't throw the Flame Charge there. Now I can see throw a Flame Charge. I'm not quite sure if the opponent had to shield their Stunfisk, being Stunfisk is really bulky, and one Flame Charge even after the buff probably doesn't kill, and they didn't know what Pokemon I have in the back, so it's just a for safety thing. Now here I decided to throw one Night Slash and also a Close Combat, combined together with the Shadow Claws. It should definitely enough to take out the opponent's last Pokemon. So that's the first battle. I reckon it's not very easy to use, being the whole team doesn't really have good bulk. However, all three Pokemons are this team are attack oriented, and they offer good coverage on their own. So it's not easy to use in terms of bulkiness, however it's not difficult to use in terms of coverage. The opponents really smartly throw a return, reason being Zangoose is going to deal a lot of damage back to the Sableye, and if they throw a foul play and it doesn't really take me out, that could put the opponent in a bad situation. So even though I had two shields, the opponent still used a return. It was risky, but definitely worked there. And here I decided to switch out. There is pretty much nothing I can do. My playstyle is I usually have a really strong sweeper in the team, like a closer, and I would prefer to save my shields for the closer, in this case the Frostlass. And because the opponents still have a really strong ghost type configurators and also a Sableye, so there wasn't much I can do. And the next battle is a mirror match. I don't necessarily like this match personally. To be honest, I don't necessarily like Talonflame personally anyways. Talonflame, in my opinion, is a really annoying Pokemon to deal with. It charges relatively fast due to the Incinerate energy gain, and also you don't know if they are going to throw a Flame Charge bait, or if they are going just for the Hail Mary nuke move. Now I very likely got the boost. That's why I decided to switch in, and the opponents already used the 2 shields, so I'm happy to spend my shield. I'm still having my shield advantage. Now, the opponent is going to throw a mud bomb, I believe. That's definitely enough to take my Zangoose out. But I decided to use a shield because after the Night Slash buff, a close combat can do a lot of damage. So this Zangoose is actually really good. This one is ranked number 2 in terms of its ROAs. So it's, as you can see there, it still doesn't really take much damage. The Alolan Graveler could be a huge problem for this team. Reason being, 2 of my Pokemons are weak to stone type, sorry, not stone type, rock type moves, but thanks to the fact that Alolan Graveler use Watt Switch as its fast move, which gives you a huge gap, and you do have the opportunity to switch in another Pokemon to soak all the energy, and also switch back and take the win. The next battle here, Altaria didn't shield. That's really good for me because the opponent is really low, so I didn't bother to shield this Sky attack. It does pretty much half of my health, but it's okay. The opponent switched back to a Sad Slash, which I reckon definitely has a lot of play in this meta, but I don't know why, like in this holiday season I'm not seeing so many of these Pokemon. It doesn't really take me out, which is kind of annoying. I wish I could switch back to my Talonflame and farm more energy. I believe this Ice Punch doesn't kill you, so I just let it go. Now, both I still have 2 shields, the opponent still have 2 shields, but my last Pokemon is extremely good against Trevenant, so I didn't bother to shield my Talonflame, and here I just decided to farm down, just shield and farm down. There is nothing the opponent can do. But as you can see there, even double resist Shadow Claw from the opponent is doing quite a bit of damage to my Zangoose. That's how glassy this Pokemon is. So this is definitely a bad lead. I decided to switch to the best Sif switch in the Holiday Cup according to PvPoke and see how it goes. Now, Lantern is super bulky. As you can see there, Zangoose has insanely high attack, but a Night Slash even, yeah, it's not stab, but still did a little bit of damage to the opponent. I kind of like have to use a shield, otherwise, I'll be just taken out. This Pokemon is super frail. The opponent switched to their own Talonflame. I'm okay there. Thanks to the huge gap between Incinerate, which is a 5-turn move, I'm lucky enough to get to another Night Slash, and then I switched back to my Talonflame. Reason being, if I stayed there, my Zangoose will be taken out. The opponent will be able to get a 5-turn energy, and also when I switch back to my next Pokemon, the opponent is going to throw a move. However, because if I switch back to my Talonflame, the Incinerate's damage will register on my Talonflame, which means the opponent is stuck in the animation. So I do have the time to sneak in my own Incinerate and take out the opponent's Talonflame, so all their energy is wasted. That's why I decided to play like that. The opponent is using again a Stunfisk, and at this moment I'm not too worried. I overfarmed a little bit just to make sure that the opponent doesn't really switch out and catch my charged move, and also to make sure that I have a little bit more energy saved for the Lantern. Cool. I believe this is the last battle of this set. Yeah. So, after all, I reckon like Zangoose is not necessarily easy to use. However, it's super fun. With the right shield, strategy, and also, energy management. You can definitely have fun with this Pokemon in the Holiday Cup. It's ranked number one as a safe switch. I believe, it's reasonable. It just has a really dynamic moveset and also, sometimes surprise the opponent. That's all. Lovely. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.